Welcome to Libations and Lore, where I will tell you tales of the paranormal, reported, dear viewers, skeptics, believers, to be real. I don't expect you to follow me into the darkness without a little liquid courage, so I've taken the liberty of summoning a very clever friend. So glad you could join me, Meli. Built in 1857 on top of what once was used as execution grounds and an old cemetery, the Whaley House was a marvel to the residents of Old Town San Diego. Not only was it home to Thomas Whaley and his family, but it also held San Diego's second ever courthouse, which Thomas presided over as a judge. And it hosted a general store and the first ever commercial theater. Now, it's a popular museum and even a common field trip destination for elementary schools. As innovative as the Whaley House was for the mid-1800s, it's reported ghosts that haunt its halls that have made the house infamous as one of the most haunted houses in America.
Sounds like a dream home to me.
Let's start with the home's most notorious ghost, James Yankee Jim Robinson. Convicted of stealing a boat to go joyriding in Coronado, Yankee Jim was actually sentenced to death by hanging for this crime.
A bit much, don't you think?
To make matters worse, poor old Yankee Jim was just too tall for the gallows. Instead of a quick death, it's reported that he landed on his knees, forcing him to die from a slow asphyxiation. And that, I'm sure, kind of wouldn't sit well with anyone.
I know a few people that are into that.
So when Thomas built his beautiful home on top of this site, Yankee Jim's spirit was felt and heard almost immediately. The sound of angry booted footsteps pounded from upstairs and on the upper balcony.
It's like that feeling when you go to turn off your light and then the whole house is dark and you have to walk down the hallway by yourself.
The Whaley family would experience poltergeist activity nearly from day one up until the surviving family members moved out, and it still persists even to this day. Jim isn't alone in his haunts. The Whaleys were beset with tragedies from virtually the moment they moved in. In just a short amount of time, young Thomas Jr. died from scarlet fever at the very sad age of 18 months. People have heard the sound of a child crying, laughing, and even the sound of little feet running through the hallways have been reported. Additionally, Thomas's young daughter Violet had been abandoned by her new husband. And since women basically held no rights in this time, she was considered a pariah by society. Distraught by this, she took a shotgun and ended her own life. Her spirit is often seen upstairs, as it's thought that she had frequently locked herself away in her room after being jilted by her husband. Thomas's wife, Anna, though she died of old age, has also been reported to roam the halls of her former grand home. She's often preceded by the smell of lavender, a key scent in her favorite French perfume. Do you know she even scared Regis Philbin of TV fame so bad he would never return to that house again?
Is that right?
Okay.
I have recorded the entire time.
Alright.
Sorry, I figured just in case because we were all yapping.
Yeah.
Thomas Whaley, who also died of old age like his wife, appears to have stayed attached to his former home. Visitors to the Whaley house will see a man in period clothing holding court in the courtroom, often mistaking this apparition as a costume reenactor. But the curators of the museum will inform them that no such employees exist. Thomas has been reported to have been seen as a figure dressed all in gray, standing at the top of the stairs, staring at visitors with a look on his face as though he's wondering, why are these people in my home? Meli, there are a few reports of an actress from the theater that was stabbed in the back courtyard by a jealous ex-boyfriend. And her spirit supposedly is violent toward male visitors. But there isn't a lot of information about this haunting, so I'm speculating it might be Violet's spirit herself taking revenge on these men.
Well, who can blame her?
It is with no doubt this family dealt with much strife and anguish in their time. With so much tragedy, we can only hope that the spirits of this family are with one another now, blissfully happy inside their old home.
So you're going to start with basil, give it a little smack to get all the essential oils out, throw it in. We're going to throw in some cherries, make sure that they're pitted. Then we're going to throw in some lavender syrup. 1/3 of an ounce. Then we're gonna start to muddle. Get all the flavors out. Then you add your spirit. Pick your rum of any choice. White rum is 1.5 ounces. And you can add charcoal, it's optional for color. And add your ice, and it's time to shake. Take a strainer over a tea strainer. And top it off with soda water. And there you have it. Does mystery.
And we're going to leave you, dear viewers, with Violet's final written words, a poem from Thomas Hood.
Mad from life's history, swift to death's mystery, glad to be hurled anywhere, anywhere out of this world.
Ain't it funny how you thought you fooled me so, but I just kept in control. I played along.